followed in by the UK challenger Dylan Pace. Favourite Cameo. La Fugata. And the sponsors once raced winner Rebel Moon. White flag raised. And thereof, they leave the stalls at the 1.25 mile start. The Shira'aa Racing Irish EBF Jannah Stakes. It's a group race. Cameo on the inside of Caught You Sleeping, followed by La Fugata. Rebel Moon won from last, and the back marker is Della Pace. Making the first turn, it's Cameo and Wayne Lorden. So showing up in front of Caught You Sleeping and Ben Cohn. Third is La Fugata and Chris Hayes. 2.5 lengths to Rebel Moon and Browne McMonagle, and fifth of the five is Della Pace and Biddy Lee. Less than a mile to go. No changes. It's Cameo by 3 parts to Caught You Sleeping. 2 lengths in front of La Fugata in third. Now a good 3 lengths to Rebel Moon, and at the rear is Della Pace. Nicely spread out. It's Cameo maintaining a lead of less than a length over Caught You Sleeping. 2.5 cleared of La Fugata. 4 lengths to Rebel Moon. The back marker by 3 is Della Pace. Continuing on to the halfway stage, the Shira'aa Racing EBF Jannah Stakes. Still not a single change in the order of running. Cameo tracked by Caught You Sleeping, La Fugata, Rebel Moon, and Della Pace. Running round the home turn with less than 4 furlongs to go. Cameo by under a length to Caught You Sleeping. Pushed along in third place now is La Fugata. Nudged after them in fourth is Rebel Moon. And still at the rear as they straighten for the final 3 furlongs is Della Pace. Cameo, Caught You Sleeping. Now pushed along in second, then Rebel Moon, taking up third from La Fugata and Della Pace as they arrive at the 2. Cameo, 1 from the rail is Caught You Sleeping. 2 from the rail into a challenging position is Rebel Moon, followed by Della Pace and La Fugata. Caught You Sleeping and Rebel Moon have gone by Cameo. 200 yards to go, nothing in it here. Rebel Moon on the outside of Caught You Sleeping. They're having a great ding-dong. They're going to the line. Rebel Moon! Rebel Moon just on the near side from Caught You Sleeping as Rebel Moon goes from winning a maiden to Group 3, and the sponsors, Jannah Stakes.
A cracking finish to our feature, and it's gone the way of the really exciting Rebel Moon. She's 2 from 2 and a big step up from winning that maiden. That's worked out extremely well. Joanna Walsh, of course, finishing back in third, just got nabbed in the Ribblesdale and wins in the sponsors' colours. Shira'aa Racing, we heard from Kieran Lawler just before the off. Wins for Joseph O'Brien, Dylan Browne McMonagle.
Yeah, look, she was learning on the job. She had a lovely position to come and warm into the race, but I must give credit to the runner-up, Caught You Sleeping. She's gone down on her shield. She was certainly passed with a furlong to run, and it looked like Rebel Moon was going to run out a resolute winner, but to be fair to Noel Meade's filly, she digs in and she stays every yard of the trip, and she just tries to answer every call of Ben Cohen's. They pull clear of the eventual third, who I think is Cameo, ahead of Stephen Hillen's Della Pace, but a right ding-dong battle, really good race between the two, and it was experience over inexperience. Class prevailed on the day, but takes 2 to make a race. It was a good race.
It was a proper race indeed, and as we talked beforehand, Cameo, Caught You Sleeping, they would both go forward, which they did. La Fugata's sat third, and then in fourth is Dylan Browne McMonagle and Rebel Moon. Just let this filly find her feet. Totally different ground, and obviously totally different race here, stepping up in grade, running a different gallop today.
Yeah, but she had a lovely position in terms of she had loads of room. She was never put on her head early. She warmed up into the race lovely. I think Della Pace was ridden for a place and she just didn't quite get it. And La Fugata has just probably run her race not good enough on the day. The Cameo is setting even fractions without going too fast. Ben Cohen is very comfortable where he is, but Dylan Browne, he's appreciative of the inexperience of the filly he's riding. He doesn't want to put her on her head too soon, and I'd say she's as close as she can be without putting her in an uncomfortable position throughout this 10 furlong contest. She's a filly that's only going to progress. She only really was put in a race with 2 furlongs to run, and it was It's a very promising performance from your winner. She's a Lope de Vega filly from a big pedigree, as we said. She's a granddaughter of Peeping Fawn. Her mother's produced 4 black type horses already, and she looks like, well, now she's the 5th. She's the 5th, remarkably. And for the sponsors as well, for Al Shira'aa, credit to them. They're good supporters of Irish racing, and they deserve this.
Yes, they're great supporters of Irish racing, and they're getting bigger all the time. And as Meadowcourt Historic Stud Farm that they bought just outside Suncroft and Maddenstown, and they've totally revamped it. This filly, she's a really good attitude, as does the runner-up. I thought when Dylan hit the front here, he's going to go on and pull clear of Caught You Sleeping, but she's as tough as boots.
Yeah, she digs in, and she shows that experience. She has the rail, and Ben is very strong on her. The two of them put daylight between themselves in the third, but if you think Cameo has a solid level of form, which we do believe she does, then the front two are obviously quite smart. Little prick of the ear from the winner when she crosses the line, Rebel Moon. Obviously Joseph is inundated in terms of quality and depth in the yard at the moment, so I'd be interested to see if you can get a word with him afterwards what kind of a target this filly might have. This is 10 furlongs today. I think she'll go further.
Definitely, and I think only improvement.
Grandmother won 3 Oaks. She's by Lope de Vega. Her mother is by Galileo. Everything screams 12 furlongs, doesn't it?
Yes, it does indeed. And there's all the team as well. And big team standing in here. Kieran is there with his wife, Shira'aa, of course. And wouldn't be surprised if we could see this filly in the Oaks.
If Thundering On doesn't go there.
Yes, Dylan Browne McMonagle joins me now. Dylan, she came with a lot of promise and potential. She's going to learn a lot from that today. She's a smart filly, taking on a more experienced rival and tough rival and Caught You Sleeping.
Yeah, big step up for her. She's a lovely filly. She's always improving. She had the step up today, and we went a good even gallop. There was no hiding places. I just got comfortable the halfways, and she was always there for me when I needed her in the second half. She came good down past the 2, and I felt like when I got there, she was having a good look around. The second was tough, in fairness, kept coming, but I think there's more to come from mine.
And she obviously was very impressive as she won her maiden first time out. I remember that day I took Joy Sheridan halfway down the back to pull her up at Gorn, and Joanna Walsh just got beaten the Ribblesdale last week.
Yeah, exactly. So the form couldn't have worked out any better. There was a lot to come out of that race, and she did it easy. It's hard to get them back around Gorn when you're dropped in, especially first time up, and she picked them up in a couple of strides and was strong at the line. So she's an exciting one, and I think she's only going to build. And delighted for Kieran and Al Shira'aa and all the team. They sponsored the rest, so it was good to get the win as well.
And obviously coming here today, totally different ground conditions. Big step up from Maiden on soft ground into quicker ground, and obviously Group 3.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for her pedigree, and it'll put plenty more value to her, but she's a filly with plenty of class, I think, and she's going to be well able to step up.
And she'll have no trouble stepping up in trip. That could bring out more improvement.
Yeah, she'll be versatile. She's got plenty of speed as well. She's only going to sharpen up for the run, but you'd have no bother going on another couple of furlongs if you needed.
2 more to come.
Yeah, 2 solid chances. Listening to the wind blow was a bit unlucky. The last day was just run down late. He's a solid horse, I think. Back a furlong will help him. Track and all stood him good, and the one of the last then has been competitive around Dundalk, so fingers crossed we'll have another couple of chances.
Well done.
Thanks. Thank you.
Come back to Naas. Joseph O'Brien joins me now at the landing our feature event, the Al Shira'aa Jannah Rose Group 3 with Rebel Moon. She's a really exciting filly.
Yeah, she is, Kevin. Won her maiden in Gorn Park, and the form worked out very well. We just had a little hold up with her after that race, and that's why she hasn't been seen until now. But this was an obvious target for her, obviously given the Al Shira'aa team own her and sponsored this Oaks trial, and yeah, delighted to win. And she's an exciting filly for the future.
And only in her second start as well. Big step up from a maiden on soft ground to a Group 3 on a lot quicker ground, taking on more experienced rivals.
Yeah, I thought she did well now, because the second is quite a decent yardstick, and she got first run on us. It looked like we were coming, but she kept going all the way to the line, and she's still green. And I like to think there's more to come.
Yes, definitely. She'll learn a lot from that today, won't she?
I think so, yeah. And like I say, she just had a little bit of a lung infection after her maiden win, so she had a bit of time on the easy list. So to come back and do this first up after a little rest is quite impressive, I think.
Very much so. You can upgrade it even further. Where next for her is the question?
Yeah, sure, we'll have to see. I suppose it's an Oaks trial, so she'll be going, whether it's an Irish Oaks or she has nice options in, here and in France and in different places. So I think we'll see how she is after the race, and then it'll be discussed with the Al Shira'aa team on where they'd like to go next.
And she'll only improve, you would imagine, from stepping further up in trip as well.
Yeah, I think she's going to have no trouble going a mile and a half anyway in time.
Good stuff. 2 more runners this evening. Listen to the wind blow and Vichy in the last.
Yeah, listen to the wind blow is a decent yardstick. He tends to run his race. He just got nabbed last time. I think the mile here will suit him well. Shira'aa is first run on turf. 2 good runs on the all-weather. Has a bad draw today, but hopefully she runs a nice race and it's her first run after a little spell.
Dubai Duty Free Derby weekend, upcoming cracking weekend's races to look forward to. We're not going to spend long and I'm not going to go through all your runners, but James J. Braddock, how's he come out of Epsom?
Yeah, we think he's improved from Epsom, Kevin. He's come out of the race very well. I think the Curragh will suit him well, and it looks like it's going to be a great race, competitive. Some of the Epsom horses taking each other on, and obviously the English horse coming over as well. So I think the faster ground will suit him well too. So he handled that well at Leopardstown.
And obviously, Joseph, he just a little bit unusual by him. He got very upset in the preliminaries, did he, in Epsom?
Yeah, he got a bit fired up and a bit coltish. He has that little bit in his arsenal, so it obviously isn't ideal. But hopefully this weekend he behaves a bit better.
Good stuff. And thundering on, will we see her in the Pretty Polly?
Yeah, I think as long as everything is smooth in the morning and into the race, we probably will see her in the Pretty Polly. Obviously very happy with her in Epsom, and we'll be looking forward to the weekend.
And that was an awesome performance.
Yeah, she was really good. She got a good setup on the day and she was very impressive. Got the distance well. She's a hugely exciting filly.
Did she surprise you by the manner in which way she won? I know you've always held her in the highest of regard, but were you a bit blown away by the performance?
We were, yeah, absolutely. You can never expect to go and win a classic in that manner, or any Group 1 race. So she did surprise us a little bit, but she's a hugely exciting filly.
Great stuff. Well done tonight. Best of luck for the remainder and best of luck the weekend.
Thanks, Kevin.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.